jagun. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sílé ológun. Ilé ológun. Akíkanjú tó bá lóògùn ní pẹ̀tẹ́ ogun.
Hi guys, you guys are welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for coming. Who amongst you have seen this movie JAGUN or JAGUN? That's Yoruba word. I'm not Yoruba, so hope I pronounce it. Please take it. This movie JAGUN produced by Femi Adebayo Salami. It is the #1 movie currently on Netflix and is a newly released movie. Yeah, for me, I've seen the movie and I'm making this video for us to rub minds, share ideas, our opinions about the movie for those of us that have seen it, and for those of us that have not seen it, okay, this video would serve as a test trap and as a reminder for you to go and see it. Yeah, so let's do it. First of all, let's know what the movie is all about. The movie talks about a young man, Botija, who is determined to become a warrior, and he joined an elite army where he encountered the wrath of a ruthless warlord and also the love of a fierce woman who happened to be the supposed only daughter of the ruthless warlord Ogudunji. And in the long run, this ruthless warlord Ogudunji, who is the owner of the School of Warriors where this young man attended, became very threatened by the potentials he was seeing in this young man Botija, and also for the fact that he has fallen in love with his only daughter. So he became very threatened and he thought this young man was going to overthrow him someday or sometime. So that incurred his wrath over this young man, and at the end of the day, they clashed. This movie is action-filled, quite interesting, and the plot is quite developed very well. So because I enjoyed it, I believe you will also enjoy it. But that does not mean that there aren't some little issues, errors and loopholes in the movie. Come on, this is a Nigerian movie, it can't be perfect. Now first, I will talk on the actors' performances. As for me personally, I feel like the actors did an absolute job. Like they understood the assignment, they ate and left no crumbs. Most of the actors, from Ogudunji's character to Botija's character to the princess and to every single person on this movie, they delivered. They did what they were supposed to do. So in performance wise, yes, check, they did very well. Then talking about costuming and makeups, oh my god, costuming and makeup were so much on point. Like from the graphics, the attires, the makeup, what they were putting on, you would know that okay, these people didn't come here to play. I felt like I was being taken back to the ancient Yoruba days and all that. And then there was an actor, a popular actor, who was stayed in the movie. He was featured in the movie, but I didn't get to see him early. It was when I was saying the name of the cast, I was like, oh, so Daniel Johnson was actually in this movie. Why? Because of the effect of the makeup. He was totally transformed by the makeup and all that. And I would give it to the makeup artists and the costumiers who were in charge of this production. One very thing also about this movie that I commend very well is the fight, the actions and all that. The fighting choreography, the stunts, the whole thing and all that. Like, it was so much on point. I don't even know like what to qualify it with, the word to use to qualify it, given that the Nigerian movie industry is not known for their action movies and all that. This movie was totally awesome. Seeing the fights here and there, the blood spilling. It is a gory movie actually. So seeing Nigerians portray such a gory movie, action movie, war movie in such good, man, it is nice. Though in some scenes they lagged a bit and you could see the carnality in their stunts and all that, but overall they did their best. Now, you know, in as much as this movie is quite an embodiment of creativity, an ensemble of creativity, talent and hard work, there are also little errors, issues somewhere, as I observed. I do not know about you, but I'll just say, because obviously this is my opinion. Yeah, so in the area of the voiceover, English voiceover, it is a Yoruba movie. They spoke Yoruba in the movie, so they had an English voiceover. So in the area of that, I feel like the voiceover was totally whack. I did not like it was totally whack. The English voiceover, the voice would be saying something else, and then the actor's countenance, attitude, and demonstrations was saying something else. The voiceover couldn't show the depth of the actor's actings, and it made the movie quite boring, to the extent that I had to like switch the English voiceover back to Yoruba, the original sound, and I was just depending on the subtitle to understand what they were saying. So I believe that people who understand Yoruba will have to enjoy this movie more than people who do not understand Yoruba actually. So yeah, that's one of the issues I had with the movie, and I believe that they will do better next time. I hope so. Also, one of the weaknesses, one of the issues I had with this movie was from the the earlier part of the movie. Like when I was 30 or 40 minutes into the movie, like I said earlier, I was very bored. Like I watched that earlier part for like 2 different times, because I watched from 1 minute to 20 minutes and I fell asleep, and then I watched from 20 minutes to 40 minutes and I fell asleep also, till I continued and got to the interesting parts where I was very much glued to the movie. So I feel like the earlier parts, that's 30, 40 minutes into the movie, were very boring. I was not like even understand what's happening. Like the very first thing, till today I cannot tell what really happened in that very first scene, how it's correlated with what happened in the movie, in the later part of the movie. But then, so in the area of costuming, I don't know if I should call it a costume malfunction or a makeup malfunction or whatever. I don't know how to put it. But in some scenes where they were fighting, where there was an intense fight, I could see some of their mustache, their beards being unglued, being removed from their jaws. So I feel like they should have been more cautious to glue it very well, so that wouldn't occur. So aside these things, the movie is overall a good movie, a good watch. Like guys, I give it to them, they really did well. So guys, these are my observations about the movie, and do also comment what you think about my observations and what you also think about the movie on the comment section. Let's rub minds together. Thank you for watching and stay safe.